Can you hear me? Okay, great. I'm very thankful to Mr. Arjun, who was the speaker before the last speaker. He gave a very apt background to what I'm going to say. Before I do anything, before I say anything, I want to know how many of you are ready to be 10x in next 2 years? No, this is very bad. You know, almost everybody is raising the hands. Next, I was going to say 20x. So that means there's nobody left who's going to do 20x? Nobody? Okay. So please pay attention. What I'm going to say is nothing about equity, debt, nothing at all. I'm going to say about you and your practice. Whatever, if all of you agree that you want to be 20x just about within next 2 years, then have the mindset for it. If you are managing 20 crores today, 20x is 400 crores. This is February 2026. February 2028, you are going to have 400 crores, right? Start thinking about it. If you start thinking about it, then you'll be able to understand what I'm going to say today. The topic given to me was to talk about systems and processes. What is the topic that I've written? Designing the advisory institution. I'm not talking about practice. Not at all. I'm talking about institution. Your practice is going to be an institution, and how is what I'm going to say. Designing the advisory institution. Have you designed your practice, or has it just evolved? What is the difference between a river and a canal? A river, it evolves since time immemorial, right? Goes from a place of higher altitude, it has to go to the sea. How does it go? It takes the easy way out, right? Wherever it finds the path of least resistance, it takes it, right? Wherever it finds resistance, skirts it. So, if the river has to go from here to here, it might be taking this path. Have you seen rivers like this? Obviously, everybody has. What is happening there? Inefficiency. For going from here to here, it takes, instead of 1 kilometer, it travels 10 kilometers. Is your practice like that? So much of evaporation of water. Look at a canal. A canal is designed, right? It is designed to be super efficient. A river can do a lot of destruction, canal doesn't. Imagine your practice as a practice which is a canal designed and not something which has just evolved. Look at this. If you step away for 30 days, last week I went with some friends to Bali for 7 days. Last month, another set of friends, 16 days. My company did not stop. I think they did better with me not being there. Can you go away for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 3 months? Can your business still go on? If it doesn't, time to think today. A house doesn't get built in a day, but you have to start. Start is the point. Think of starting today. We'll talk about it. If you step away even for 30 days, what continues smoothly? What continues smoothly? Think about it. Think about your practice, whether you have 1%, 10%, 20, 50%. If you go away, what will continue smoothly? That is something where there is a system and process behind. What becomes uncertain? Uncertain means continue, not continue, I'm not very sure. And what stops completely. Think about it. Use your notepads. You'll have huge amount of, waves coming in your brain when you hear me. Just keep writing down and revise them when you go back home today. Or the answer, I don't want any public answers. I want you to repeat in your mind answers to these 3 questions pertaining to your company, your practice. The answer tells you whether you are running a practice, a river, evolving, or you are building an institution which will continue even when you are not there for a long time. A practice evolves, an institution is designed. Stop calling your practice a practice. It is an institution you are creating. This is what is the difference between a practice and an institution. Practice, personality driven. You are the one who is the most important person, and hence, when you are not there, things start going wrong. Clients are shouting, looking for you. Where are you? Markets are going down, you are missing. Reactive. Client says something, SEBI says something, markets evolve, do something, and you are reacting. Relationship-led. Your own personal relationship defines how your clients feel. And growth-focused. Definitely growth-focused. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? We will see. On the other side, institution will be process-driven. You have process. I'll give you 7 steps. What is process? Deliberate. It is deliberately built that way and not something which is, come about on its own. Philosophy-led. Many of you might have heard this philosophy in a practice for the first time. Repeat it in your mind 1,000 times a day. Philosophy-led. Stable. Try to have your company, your practice working stably rather than just growth. Growth which could be uncontrolled, growth which could be led due to various other things like, markets are going up, hence your AUM is going up. No, that is no growth. Look at this, read this. Both can be successful, no problems about it. But only one is stable beyond the founder. Anything can happen to anybody. I can drop dead here right now. I know my company will not perish. Evolution creates growth. General evolution. But design creates stability, and stability is definitely not accidental. Remember that. In 16 years of my practice, I'm also using the word practice just to align with you. April Fool's Day 2010, I took VRS, we call it premature retirement from the army, and started the company. One realization has come to me. Growth is easy, can happen by effort. You sleep for 4 hours in the night, and you travel a lot and keep giving lectures to 200 people per month. You can do all that. Growth will come. Where is the problem? Is it stable growth? Is it a growth that will go beyond you? Is it a growth that will stay even 10 years from now? Stability is designed and never happens by accident. Remember that. If your practice depends on you, it will grow with you. No doubt. But if it depends on design, it can outgrow you. There's a difference between growing and outgrowing. Remember. So, we come to designs. 7 designs I will talk about, and the very first is identity design. What is that? Who exactly do you serve? Do you know that? Or is it anybody who wants to be your client is your client? Should it happen like that? It's your company, it's your practice, but somebody else is leading it. The client is leading it. Not a good situation. Who do you refuse to serve? We have defined. We will take only armed forces officers and their close family members, that is their parents and their children, nobody else. If one armed forces family fresh comes to us every working day, then we at least refuse 6 to 7 per month who come to us. Do you do that? Is it in your control? Not only that, in our case, if we have a client who's not being nice to my financial planner, who's just looking at our app in the morning and then asking us why this particular thing is not working and why is this working, not a good client for us. People who've been our clients for 10 years, 15 years, we've told them to go. No, you're not our ideal client. You're sapping away a lot of energy from us. Do you have clients like that? If you have, time to have a rethink. Is your client universe defined or accidental? Already spoken about this. Does your identity filter the wrong clients? Do you attract wrong type of clients? Do you give out the vibes that these are my ideal clients? You wish that a client with minimum of 5 lakh of investments or minimum of 20,000 of SIPs will come to me. But if somebody walks into your office or contacts you or somebody refers who's not in this bracket, do you still take? See, you are using up your bandwidth. Your bandwidth is limited, especially if you are right now single person in your company. Remember, if you don't define the market will define you. That is design. Capacity design. Second one, after identity. How many meaningful relations can you truly handle yourself? 150? 200? Right? What happens if you are right now handling singly more clients? Or if you have some 2-3 team members and you're handling, into that? What are you exactly doing? Have you defined your service bandwidth to yourself? When will you stop an intake? We've done that twice in our journey. It is not that when we started, me and my wife started, we had client from the word go, not at all. I still remember meeting one successful IFA 3.5 years later after we started. And the question I asked him, will it go on like this? I don't see. I really think I'm regretting why I left the army. That was the state. So this is the status with every one of us. If that be so, you should still put in a design so that you do that 20x that you just now told me. We stopped intake twice. Once we stopped it for 6 months. It was my fault. I didn't cater for adequate people in my company. So I found that my clients had started complaining about the service. We stopped. Second time we did it for about 2.5 months or so. Again the same mistake, but then we learn from mistakes. What protects existing clients for dilution? It's a off-take from whatever I've just now spoken. Please remember, growth without bandwidth weakens the trust. If you've not assessed your bandwidth, how many clients should you be having? Within the capacity that you have, please increase your capacity. Please take more team members. Imagine 2 years down the line, if you have 2 team members with you, then 2 years down the line, to be able to do 20x, you should have at least 10 times the number of team members. Learn to share your earnings. I had one IFA, coming back to me and saying, I don't know why my team members keep running. They just stay with me for 6 months. He had a 20 crore AUM and he was managing with 3 more. None of them was more than 6 months because the salary that he was giving to them was about 14,000 rupees. Like the president of Singapore said, you give monkey nuts, you'll get monkeys. If you don't define capacity, growth will define it for you, and that may not be defined in the best of the manner. That is design. Philosophy design. How many of you have investment philosophy written down? Written down doesn't mean you have to write it on paper. Written down means it should be in black and white, even if in a PDF or Word file. Do you review it? Do you stick to it yourself, or is it show me the person and I'll tell you what is the investment philosophy? This is not the way you design. You have to design it in a manner which is sustainable, which can be taken forward, and which can be reviewed. Show me the person and I'll give you the philosophy, investment philosophy or the portfolio design or something. Not the way to work. Unless you have it written down, you cannot review it periodically because it is for a particular client. I'm not saying same portfolio for everybody, not at all. I'm just saying your philosophy should be clear to you. If I have a client whose risk profile is like this is the kind of portfolio that will be there, unless his goals merit something, some other dilution or changes. Right? So risk profile, market conditions, portfolio, the kind of assets he or she already has, and most importantly, the goals are what are going to define how should your philosophy be written. And it should be one philosophy for the whole of all the clients. Is the advice principle-led or personality-led? Obviously, personality should go out of it. Right? If philosophy changes client to client, which I've seen in a lot of cases, advice becomes improvisation. Institutional advice, look at the big companies. Institutional advice, is it personality driven? Not at all. Each one of you is an institution, and in your own self, please think like Jio BlackRock. Please think like ICICI Investments. Please think like HDFC Investments, something like this. Then only you will go that 2x. Service discipline, are portfolio reviews compulsory? If you are a single person, do you put it on yourself that I will be doing portfolio reviews of everybody every 6 months? In our company, it is software monitored. Everybody's portfolio has to be reviewed every 6 months, except for the smaller clients, people who have AUM less than 25 lakhs, we do it once a year. But it is led, it is written, and that's how we do it. Are client connect structured? You look at a Excel and think, oh, I have not spoken to this client for quite some time, so I should speak. This is not design. A design is every client has to be spoken to once in 3 months. That's what we follow. And if that person is a HNI, every month. And if the financial planner, if my financial planner does not speak in this manner, then software tells the managers, this guy has defaulted. How do we come to know? Any client connect, conversation notes have to go within 48 hours. Typically, generally now, with AI being there, they go within 24 hours, but that is where we track. No conversation notes gone to the client on email, no conversation done. Do it like this, even for yourself. Completion is monitored or not monitored, or it is just assumed. Should not happen. Conversations build trust, remember. Documentations build clarity. And discipline removes the ambiguity that is associated with your practice. That is design. Structural design, very important, extremely important. If one key person exits, what breaks? You have 3 people with you, one of them exits. Will you not be able to sleep that night? You are single person running your practice. You fall sick for 7 days, what happens? Answer this question to yourself. Key person, whether it is you key person or somebody else key person, nothing should ever break. Your client's hard-earned money, lifetime money is at stake. This is my company's structural design. So we work on a system called trios. 3 people are managing one set of clients. 1 is off, doesn't matter. 2 are off, doesn't matter. 2 trios, 1 team. Assistant manager is sitting there. 4 teams, deputy manager is sitting, and above all, we have recently taken 1 AVP, he is sitting. Now I am doing 2 things, 3 things. Lectures like this. Number 2, thinking about where will the company be 5 years later, 3 years later, 2 years later, now with AI 3 months later. Right? And the third thing that I am doing is, are the systems and processes being followed or not? Is hierarchy defined? Hierarchy should not impede the processes. They should facilitate. Government bureaucracy should not come in. Is succession visible? In your case, you are a single person, you have 4 people, you have 10 people with you. Again, what happens if I am not there tomorrow? Is your firm hero-driven or system-driven? There are some heroes in every company. They are always there. Are they driving your company? Think about it. If scale exposes fragility, structure was missing. Think of these questions yourself. I'm not asking for any answer. Institutions remove single point dependency. You can see it anywhere. And after that happens, that is design. And now I'm coming to very, very important thing, culture design. How many of you have thought about what is the culture in your company, in your practice? Even if you are single, how do the clients look at your culture? You know, we all have culture without realizing it. A family has a culture, a school has a culture, any institution has a culture, building has a culture, a society has a culture. What is the culture with you? How do you recruit? Anybody who comes along? Anybody who can type or knows Excel? Is that person the kind of person who can carry your company's culture forward? Do you look at attitude of the person in a bigger manner than his skills? How do you train? Whenever somebody, a financial planner joins us, then we have a 21-day training session, 8 years of one-to-one training based on a program, and rest of the days that person is doing work and learning how the company works. Every month we have half a day as full day, as a fun day, and twice a year we have an outing, including 1 full night outing. How do you build culture? How do you train? How do you promote? Do you have a system of promotion? If you are a single person, when I say that 2 years down the line you're going to have a big company of yourself, how will you promote people? You have to think about it today, with you being the single person, because you are going for 20x. 20x doesn't come like this. 20x comes only with preparation, which has to start today evening, right now, today night, when you go back. What behaviors are non-negotiable? Yesterday, one of my assistant managers has been forced to give resignation. Why? Posh. You understand posh? And mild harassment to another gent. Out. We don't need you. Good guy. He's been with us for 5.5 years. Culture will not be allowed to be diluted or impaired. Is culture engineered or accidental? In most of the cases, it is accidental. Just evolves the river. Don't let it be like that. Culture is not what you say. It is what the systems reward. If you have good systems, good processes, if you are putting in the effort to have the culture, then it is a reward. Without cultural design, growth dilutes identity. Growth gets diluted. That is system. That is design. And the last one, governance and future designing. Is it okay so far? You getting it or not? Please, I am again and again saying, even if you are a single person, I am forcing you to think 2 years later, 20x. You don't go to 20x just like that. You don't go to 20x by just hoping. You don't go to 20x by just assuming markets will take you to 20x. You have to do all these things to be able to go to 20x. When we had not even a single client, we had one team member recruited. 16 years back. Who can access client data? Lay down who can access client data. In my company, 4 people plus the systems manager can access. That's all. Only their own clients' data they can access, and that too is on gradation basis. Is communication transparent internally? We've got a software working at the back. If a client has given an email to a financial planner, it gets duplicated to that financial planner's relationship manager, to the assistant manager, to the deputy manager, to the AVP, and to me. Every day in the evening, I have about 700 plus emails with me. I know which one to see. Typically, there are 35, 40 that only that I have to see, but they are with me. Right? Do you have something like that? Is technology infrastructure deliberate, or it has just evolved? Are you bothered about your client's data, the transparency or not? How safe are you keeping your client's data? All of our relationship managers have mobiles which are deposited in the evening, can never take it home. Nobody can access clients' portfolios or anything from outside. We have software firewall and we have hardware firewall, air-gapped. We have softwares working which ensure that, and then every once in a year, we get a technology audit done. Are you getting it done? Are you integrating AI intentionally? AI broke into the scene somewhere in November 22. May 2023, we had a competition in our company. Competition was who of the team members can use AI. It seems like dinosaur times, May 23. But we were having that. Today, a large amount of our regular work is done by AI. And today, consultation is going on with us AI company, AI planning company, on how can we do better. We are very, very excited about AI. It will take away so much of our work that we can concentrate on clients. And what are your non-negotiables in governance and future design? What will you never have in your company? What will you never have as governance? That is strategy. Convenience cannot override governance. That is strategy. Automation without structure creates risk. Design must include protection. And if you implement even 3 of these, you are on your way. I'll go fast. Otherwise, I've been told I'll be ejected from the dais. So I'll go fast. When you start designing, most of you who've not got into design mentality will have these. You will think of these? My clients will run away, my company will collapse, all those, my practice will collapse, my team won't agree. Resistance is part of design. Remember, red ocean or blue ocean? Have you heard of this? If not, please read this blue ocean strategy. It is the cornerstone of my company. Blue ocean, no competition, you define the limits. Red ocean, most of the MFDs operate in red ocean, fighting for the same pie, and there is blood all around. Are you fighting that way? Define your ocean. In red oceans, everybody competes on availability and flexibility. In blue ocean, our ocean, we define whom we take on, whom we don't take on, whom we like, whom we don't like, and anybody whom we take on, then we put our heart and soul into it. Design is a decision, requires courage. Do you have that courage? You are already an entrepreneur. Once you are an entrepreneur, you've already taken that step. Take the next step. I would recommend you to take a photo of this. Very important. It is a crux of what I've spoken so far. Design your institution, look at it as an institution. You're all successful professionals, but success is not the final stage, right? Markets reward performance, clients reward empathy, and institutions reward discipline. Not military type of discipline, but your own personal discipline, your own institutional discipline. Discipline is not personality, it is design. Design your institution again and again, I'm saying. So I finish.